Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here with some new books. Almost every one that I'm going to be showing you here was 50 cents, so I'm going to start with the 3 books that were $1, and then we'll go to the 50-cent pile, which is enormous. Almost 40 books for $20. Absolutely wonderful. Plato, the Symposium, which I'm sure I've got a copy or more of, translated with introduction and notes by Alexander Nehamas and Paul Woodruff. Gulliver's Travels for $1 by Jonathan Swift. The Portable Thoreau, edited by Carl Bode. Yes, Henry David Thoreau. Walden is in here, which I'm sure I've got a copy of, but I don't know if I have a copy of it with me here. $1. A little bit of water damage, but for $1, what the hell. Alright, the next one. I was lamenting one day as I was looking through these books at Strand Bookstore. I said to myself, I'll never find anything really good here. These are discards. These are virtually discards. 50 cents or $1. So I'm never going to get anything like Dostoevsky, you know. They're not stupid enough to put such great literature out here to be scarfed up by the public. Plato, maybe. But Dostoevsky, no. And lo and behold, The Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky. They priced it as a paperback, 50 cents, for a pretty good size. Lovely edition in very good condition. It in fact looks as if it's probably never been read. Sophocles, The Theban Plays. Plautus, The Rope and Other Plays. George Orwell, A Clergyman's Daughter. I never even heard of that book. Cyrano de Bergerac by Edmond Rostand. Ibsen, Henrik Ibsen, A Doll's House, The Wild Duck, Hedda Gabler, The Master Builder. I already have a copy of this book, exact same copy. Lovely. 4 plays by George Bernard Shaw. The Devil's Disciple, Caesar and Cleopatra, Candida, and Captain Brassbound's Conversion. Or is it Conversation? Conversion. Strangers in the Land, Patterns of American Nativism, from 1860 to 1925. Now, the author mentions that there are 2 important factors in cultures around the world. There's nationalism, and then there's racism. And he's investigating the fact that there was virtually no nationalism and virtually no racism in America for all these decades and decades. People come here and it's the melting pot, and this is about that phenomenon. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. Why the North Won the Civil War by David Donald. I probably didn't need another book about the Civil War, but I did actually select 4 or 5 books about the Civil War and leave them. 50 cents a piece. Why did I leave them? But I have enough anyway. Okay, the next one. Carl Sagan and the Dragons of Eden. Speculations on the evolution of human intelligence. With a lovely little picture inside the cover, isn't that lovely? I have a fantastic hardcover copy of this in Utah, which I purchased new while I was a member of a book club some years back, but I don't have it with me here. And mentioning the Civil War, as I did just a moment ago, Selected Writings of Abraham Lincoln. Not about Lincoln, but writings of Lincoln himself. Another book, Ibsen, 2 plays, A Doll's House and Enemy of the People. Enemy of the People is a really good one. The Waning of the Middle Ages, a study of the forms of life, thought, and art in France and the Netherlands in the dawn of the Renaissance. So it's not a book about the Middle Ages, it's a book about the Renaissance, really. By Doubleday. By Huizinga, J. Huizinga. The Federalist Papers. Classic. Wow. 50 cents! It's in good condition. The cover's bent here on this corner. Probably never been read. It's got some creases on the spine, but it doesn't have any notes in it. 50 cents. What? The Odyssey by Homer. Hiroshima by John Hersey. Published in 59 or something like that, 63. And I almost left it, yeah, 1959. I just about left it because I've got... who needs another book on Hiroshima or World War II? There's so many good documentaries. But what the hell. Mark Twain. Oh, the thing is, I opened it and read a page somewhere in it, and I thought, that's a pretty good tone, and so I got it. Mark Twain, The Prince and the Pauper. Elmer Gantry by Sinclair Lewis. Why would I want this? It's a book about a guy who's not admirable by an author who's even less admirable. Well, because people think that it's admirable. They think it's great literature, so at some point someday I might have to read all or part of some pieces of literature that I don't think are good, and there's one of them on my shelf already. Two Cheers for Democracy by E.M. Forrester. He's the guy who wrote Room with the View and other books. Sir Walter Scott, The Lady of the Lake and Other Poems. 50 cents, lovely that. Aldous Huxley, Brave New World, classic piece of literature. Ashamed to say that I didn't have a copy of this on my shelf. Oh, well, back in Utah I certainly do, but not with my current library. But now I have 2 copies. That's right, 2 copies I found that day with this visit. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. A scholastic printing, and it's incredibly lightweight. It must be very poor quality paper or something. But for 50 cents, whatever, it's an excellent book. The Plague by Albert Camus. I have this exact same binding back in Utah. For 50 cents, why not add one? Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. 50 cents, I'll have a copy. I think I've got a copy or 2 in Utah. Democracy in America, Alexis de Tocqueville. This is the second copy that I've obtained for 50 cents. This one $1, the other one, because the other one's a nice big size. It says here on the cover, Newt Gingrich's required reading. Newt Gingrich says that you should read this? I think Newt Gingrich is religious, but in here it says that religion, is just makes the people feel good in America. That's what it is in America. It's just a community thing. So I wonder what I wonder what Newt Gingrich has to think about this, if he thinks at all. Isaac Asimov, Foundation and Earth. The second Foundation, Isaac Asimov. Let's see. This one's book 5. This is book 2. Oh, I went in the wrong order there. And this is the prelude to Foundation. Interestingly, written years afterwards. Now, what the hell? That's the end of the books I have. I'll end with these 3. What the hell do I have these for? I was recommended to these books, told that I simply must read the Foundation series. It's mind-blowing, just mind-boggling. And I made it 2 or 3 pages into the prelude book, and I don't think I'll have to be struck with some terrible illness and not be able to stand anything, and just can't leave the bed, and then I'll maybe be able to read these. I just don't know. One more. This one was by my bedside because I think I'll start it soon. Party Politics in the Age of Caesar. Julius Caesar by Lily Ross Taylor, the University of California. Caution there. But published in 1968. Party Politics in the Age of Caesar for $1? God damn it, what is this country coming to? Who is letting me purchase Democracy in America, Party Politics in the Age of Caesar, and what was the other one? Federalist Papers. Who? Brothers Karamazov. Fine. I'm in heaven. This is great. 50 cents and $1 for all these great books. I couldn't stand it. This particular day, I started in the paperback section. I've got a few cards of paperback. I never made it out of the paperback section. I had this huge stack up to my chin I had to carry into the store. Didn't even make it to the other area of the books. And never do I finish outside and say, well, I could carry some more. I might as well go in and buy some books inside. Never, first of all, because of the price inside. But I always run out of room to carry stuff. I don't have my car or truck with me. I don't have a car or truck. I'm on the subway, so I have to carry everything in bags home. And I never fail to find a good load of books that are worth bringing home. What is wrong with this country?